This is Chris Spiker. Our next guest is Mary Miller. Among other things, you're on the YMCA board.
Yes.
And what else have you done in your short life?
So I also the delegation president of their youth and government team for high schoolers.
That's right. You went to Sacramento last
Yes,
year?
and Fresno.
And Fresno.
Yeah.
And those for like a week at a time?
So Fresno was a week, Fresno was a weekend, and Sacramento was a week.
And I met you at the air show, or I saw you at the air show,
Yeah.
and we did a little interview there. And I said, hey, it's time to be on the radio show again.
Yes.
So you brought me some questions?
Yes, these are some talking points.
Oh,
yeah.
good. Great programs. Tell me about the two programs for youth and government.
Sure. So YMCA is not just a gym. They also have programs for youth development, like camps and youth and government. So for middle schoolers, they have Model United Nations, where they learn about public speaking and international affairs, and they get to meet up together at LAX in April.
How cool.
Yeah.
April. So that's happening now?
Coming very soon, yeah, at the end of April.
So this is something they plan on all year?
Yes, every year.
And how many days?
A week.
Wow, through YMCA.
Yeah.
And how long have you been working with YMCA?
Exactly 1 year now.
And how did you get into this?
So my friends were talking to me about Model Legislature in Court, which is the youth and government program for high schoolers. And so I went to the YMCA and asked them if I could sign up. And they said they didn't have a team, so I decided to spend my summer talking to politicians and business owners to start it for them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where did you get the idea to do that? Where did you get the initiative to do that?
Well, I was going to do it as my Girl Scout Gold Award, but they didn't approve the project, and I decided that not only did I need this, but our community needed it.
So you kind of went over their head
Yeah.
because it needed to be done.
Yeah.
And so what did you, somewhere along the line you learned, don't always take no, we don't have a program, we can't sponsor you. Well, that's okay.
They were happy for me to,
doing it
happy to help
anyway.
me start it, yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
you're a self-starter.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking the other day, you're kind of like queen of the volunteers here.
Yeah, just a little bit, yeah.
And you're done with high school?
Nope, not yet, I'm a sophomore.
You're a sophomore in high school?
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where do you go to school?
I do the Explorers program through iLead.
Wow, that's amazing. So that means you're like 15?
Yep, 15.
That's why you have a driver.
Yeah.
Got it. What does model mean?
So I don't really know, but for me it's like a role model, like someone who you look up to.
So that's what it means, role model.
For the program specifically, it's mock California government.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think you could probably do a better job than maybe some of the people that are elected.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Could you do it for like a week or two?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Think about it.
Yeah. You could do it.
Yeah, if I was given
Just
the
gotta talk.
opportunity.
So why is this important in the AV?
So in the program, there are about 3,000 kids, and until last year, they did not have any kids from the Antelope Valley. So once we started our delegation of 5, we were able to send 5 up to Fresno and Sacramento. And in the Antelope Valley, we have 25,000 high schoolers and not a lot of after-school programs that they can participate in. So the more involved our youth are, the more crimes go down, and high schoolers are less likely to be victims.
Yeah. The more things for high schoolers and teenagers to be able to do, to participate in.
Yeah.
So when they make a movie about your life, who's the actress that's going to play you?
I don't know. I never thought about that.
You should probably start thinking about
Okay.
it. How can people get involved?
So if you're a high schooler or a middle schooler, you can just head down to the YMCA. For high schoolers, we're starting to recruit in August.
Do you go onto the campuses to recruit?
I've been trying to talk to, I've started with charter schools to be able to get flyers out there or maybe talk to their high schoolers.
They have career days at the grammar schools. Do they have career days at the high school?
I don't think so. I'm homeschooled.
They're thinking everybody's going to know what they're doing by that point. But it seems like your program would be a great way.
Oh, definitely.
Not everybody's going to be a fireman or, a doctor. And this might be a great way for them to get involved in extracurricular or community activity. So how you can help? How can people help?
So the cost for the program is prohibitive. So we would love to see like
Because of the
support.
travel.
Yeah, that too.
If
It's
nothing
very
else.
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're always looking for donors and sponsors. You can always go down to the YMCA and talk to them, or you can talk to their executive director, Michael Henderson.
Michael's a nice guy.
Yes, very.
Did you come in with him when
No, I don't think
for
so.
the turkey trot? No.
No,
That
my
was
mom
Mom.
did.
That was Mom. Tell us about the award that you won.
So I won the Excellence in Youth Leadership Award. That's an award given out through the whole metropolitan LA area. And because I had started the delegation for them and I ran for Undersecretary of State, and I served as their delegation president.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's next for you?
It's
Homework,
a long
I know.
road. I just became an ambassador for the chamber, so I'm hoping to start recruiting younger people to be ambassadors as well.
The chamber needs younger people.
Yes, definitely.
Wow. Now, whose idea was that to, are you a junior ambassador?
Yes.
Whose idea was that?
It was mine. I was at a ribbon cutting and I came up to Mark and Anna and I asked them.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they gave me all the paperwork and I filled it out and everything.
that's wild.
Yeah.
So who inspires you?
I'm kind of self-driven. My mom really inspires me the most because, you know, she's pretty outgoing and she's always trying to push me, so.
What are you studying in school?
So for high school, I'm taking world history, world religions, ancient literature, geometry, chemistry. I think that's it. And for college, I'm an intro to film and philosophy.
Intro to film.
Mhm.
Nice. So now you're going to learn how to tell stories.
Yeah, yeah. It's like,
Aaron, got any questions? He may be your professor.
Questions. Oh my God.
He may be your professor in the world of film. How many hours a week do you put into volunteer activities?
That's really hard to say because it kind of varies. You know, if some weeks I'm mostly focused on school and some weeks it's volunteering.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you were Miss,
Teen Miss Lancaster.
Teen Miss
Yeah, I give up my
Lancaster.
title.
oh, you're still you're doing
Still
that
there,
too.
yep.
Wow. So you must be an inspiration to the little girls.
Yes, sometimes, yeah. I have a troop, a Girl Scout troop of 40 girls, and most of them are kindergarten, and so, yeah.
I've had either Girl Scouts or Brownies come into the flower shop. They do a little tour and flower, yeah.
Yeah.
That was you guys too?
No, not yet, so we
Okay.
should.
Well, you're
On the
welcome to
list.
anytime.
Okay.
Just give me some warning that you're coming in.
Okay.
Because we love to have people come in the flower shop.
Sounds great.
How long have you been in the Miss Teen competition
So
world?
for each title, it's 1 year, but I also served as Junior Miss Lancaster last year.
So you've been doing that for
2 years.
just 2 years?
Yep.
Okay, so I already asked you, but what's next?
I really can't say. I'm still trying to figure out how much further I'm gonna go.
Wow. A lot of volunteerism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you're studying all over the place. So what do you want to be when you grow up?
So I have a long trail, like a map that I planned out for myself where I want to finish 2 years at AVC, then I can transfer to UC Santa Barbara, and then I'm planning on studying in political science there, and then going to law school. So then I can go into being a lawyer, and then a public servant, and then a politician.
Really weird question, but we have the time. So you're a brainiac, and you could probably find the money to go anywhere you wanted to go.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the decision with going to the local junior college for 2 years?
So right now, because I'm in high school, they allow me to be dual enrolled, and they pay for my books.
So you're going to college right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's really convenient. So you're going to be done with 2 years of college, and you'll be
18.
18.
Mhm.
And then you can go anywhere you want.
Mhm.
Of course, we'd like you to stay here.
Yeah.
So Hopefully we'll find things that challenge you here.
Of course, yeah.
It's a big world.
Yes.
Wherever you go, you got to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any questions for me?
Not really. I should have come up with some questions.
Well, I got a feeling you're very involved in the community. We're going to see you some more.
Definitely.
I don't know if you were at the chamber lunch the other day
Yeah.
what did you think about the idea for Lancaster TV that the city of Lancaster's doing?
I think that's a great idea. I think
Yeah.
more people need to know about our small town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's positive news,
Mhm.
and it's news about us, because I'm sure you go to Fresno and people go, where is it?
Yeah.
Where's Lancaster?
Yep.
Never
happens
been
all
there.
the time.
Can you tell me something about it? It's just an amazing place that we live.
Mm-hmm.
And if we focus on the good stories and the good people
Mhm.
and help make more good people, I think it's a wonderful place. Well, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm excited about what you're doing
Thank you.
and for helping the chamber.
Of course, yeah.
What do you think about the chamber?
Oh, I think they're amazing people. Like they do a great job, and they're always at events to represent themselves.
Yeah. And it's all about selling stuff.
Yeah.
But then before that, it's about relationships,
Mhm.
knowing people and see what they do and seeing what they do.
Yeah.
Then you decide to prosper them and help them out. Okey doke. Mary Miller, we made it.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on the show, and thanks for being a
Thank you
part
for
of the
having me.
Antelope Valley. Thanks for being part of the Lancaster Chamber.
Of course.